Today's topic is about how we can find our purpose in the life that we're supposed to be living. That when we're feeling like we're in a dry spell, in the desert, or in that isolation place, when things get hard, how we can find who we're supposed to be to live the purpose life that we're supposed to have. We're going to live life on purpose with purpose. So good morning, good afternoon, or good evening everywhere. My name is Tanetta Marie, and thank you for joining me on the YouTube channel. So on this journey of our healed life of 2023, we've been saying it's all about me in 2023, and the next part of this journey is really about learning about our character. So I'm going to break those down over the next few weeks about really just forging our character. And so we've had the opportunity to talk about gratitude and being grateful for ourselves and other people, and having self-love and self-care, and learning not to complain. We're thankful for struggles, and I think I said gratitude towards others. We've learned about more of what the humanity is, of what we want to do for other people, and women in your 2023, you've learned your new pretty. You've learned the prettiest girl in the world, or whatever song defined you. For me, it was The Prettiest Girl in the World by Tamar Braxton, and I'm still waiting to get enough pictures to put that montage together, because I definitely want to make sure that I'm putting together all the prettiest girls in the world. We've learned to embrace ourselves and live life. I try not to focus on just the women, and so I try to be open for men and women. I am a woman, so I definitely identify with women issues. Nevertheless, let's continue. So right now, we talked about resetting ourselves. We talked about isolation and how people are feeling like they're in the wilderness, maybe going through some kind of depression or anything of that sort. And so I really want to talk about now about, how we experience life and how we perceive it and how we can get the best of it. And so we'll be working on our character. And for that, let me say, I always forget the commercial breaks. Can you just make sure that if you like it, that you go ahead and hit the like button? I know that I'm guilty in the past for not hitting the like button or saving it without hitting it. It's important that if you like it, please hit the button so other people can see the video as well. It's how the algorithm works. If you continue to like it or continue to view it, other people, it will be shifted around for other people to see as well. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And if you want to be notified, hit the little bell, and you will be notified every time I make a new video. It has been a little time. I've taken a small break, a few weeks, to just enjoy some family time and really embrace everything that we talked about in the last videos. Even dealing with some of my own isolation. I know what that feels like. I've been in the wilderness a few times, and so I've taken the time to really get to know me a little bit better. Even when I think I know myself, there's always something new to learn about myself. So moving forward, so we all experience conflict, frustrations, depression, disappointment, grief, joys. But for the most part, we experience these really hard times in our life. These are the conflicts that we have, and we're pretty consistent as a people to experience these. And so but if we're here today, it means that we have risen above. We've come out of the ashes, like as they say, like a phoenix rising from the ashes. We have come out of those situations because we're here today. And if we're currently going through it, we're still doing what we need to do to rise above. Excuse me. So we're not giving up. And so if you've come to my video by mistake and it's resonating with you, I don't think that it is a mistake. I think that you are here on purpose for a purpose. And so I really believe in living life on purpose with purpose. Um, I do speech workshops and speaking engagements about living life on purpose with purpose. I'm also a life coach, and so I'm always, teaching my clients to live life on purpose with purpose. And so, if you're a believer and you stand in your faith, then you hold on to your faith and you count your blessings, because no matter what you're going through, God will get you through it. So we all have purpose. Like I said, I definitely believe we all have purpose. I don't think that there are no coincidentals by coincidence. I think that the accidentallys are on purpose. Accidentally on purpose. I really believe that to be true. And so I believe that when you have vessels in your life that tell you things that are consistent, you should pay attention to them. I believe that if you see things consistently, you should pay attention. And so I do believe that the talents that we have, whether it's speaking or soothing someone or playing the drums or being a phenomenal singer or an actor or a waitress, or if you're good at waitressing, running a multi-billion company, whatever your talents are, I don't think they're given to you by accident. I think they're given to you for the purpose of your purpose. And so, no matter what we've all gone through or what we are continually going through, we know that this is forging, like forging us through the fire. So forging is, and I had it, let me see if I could bring it back up on my little, all right. So y'all know I'm blind. I forget that I'm blind. All right. So, it says forging is a manufactured process involving the shaping of metal through hammering, pressing, or rolling. And I was looking through it, like reading all the techniques, and there are 4 types of forging manufacturing processes that are commonly used. It also talks about the typical forge configurations include bars, blanks, blocks, etc., etc. And then as I kept reading, what happens in forging? Forging is defined as the process of heating, deforming, and finishing a piece of metal. I found it really interesting because I didn't even know they have like cold forging. They have like 4 different types, and it was just really interesting to kind of watch. But for time's sake, we're just going to talk about like what was the difference between blacksmithing and forging, because I was like, well, blacksmiths, they forge, and blacksmiths, they use a process by which metal may be heated and shaped into to its requirements by the use of the blacksmith's tools by a hand or a power hammer. And then there's forging by machine, which we've been talking about, which involve the use of forging dies. And when I was reading over it and just really thinking about it, I will say it a lot, like, oh, we're being forged through the fire. God is forging us. And I really just believe that when things happen and we're being pressured, or we feel lonely, or we feel like I just can't do this anymore, because Lord knows that I've been in that space over and over and over. And why am I here, Lord? Am I really contributing? Will the world miss me? And I'm so grateful that God just always smacks me upside the head or brings a ram in the bush. There's always some great vessel to tell me something right at the right time, which is not by accident. And so, but when I don't know, we used to have this show, I want to say it was called Forge, and they would make these swords or machetes and knives or whatever, and and you make them and you heat them, and they turn like that amber red. We've all seen it in the movies or some old movie where they're forging and making a knife or a sword, and it's that amber, and they're hitting it, banging it. You hear that metal to metal, just banging and banging, and it's making it stronger. They're doing this to make it stronger. And as they keep hitting it, the metal to metal is actually making it become stronger. And when we go through things in life that frustrate us, disappoint us, I talked about the disappointment of expectations. And when we're going through those things, when we've lost children or lost loved ones or our other family members or even our animals, they're considered our family members. Or we've lost our homes or our jobs, or or we've lost our relationships, or we're in a relationship that we really don't understand, or there's so many things out there that we go through in life on a day to day, and we're not the only ones. And that's why I share my stories, to let you know that if you're going through it, I have gone through it too. I'm hoping that some of my testimonies, I'm hoping, sorry, I'm hoping that some of my testimonies are being a help to someone else, because I believe that's part of my purpose. And so, no matter what we're going through, no matter what we're being forged from, we're being forged to be stronger. And so, because I believe that we're living life on purpose, we need to have better discernment, so that we understand our talents better, so that we understand the people around us better. Who's supposed to be around us, who's not supposed to be around us, who we should marry, who we should not marry. I think that it's important that we use this discernment, that we use, if we're believers, our discernment from God. We use our prayers, truly, because I've been through a lot of hurt and pain, not using the discernment, or seeing it right in front of my face, but refusing to accept it because I want things my way. But I believe that this life has things set up purposely, and when we miss it, we will live life uncomfortably, because we're not walking in what we are designed to be. So I'll be talking about this forging, God forging us through life and building our characters. I believe that we're building our characters to be who we're supposed to be. And so please join me for the next few weeks as we talk about character, and I will give you some great tips on just living life. I will touch things on finances, career, relationships, love, our relationships with our families, just things of that nature. I will be drawing from some of the activities I do as a life coach and sharing them with you. So thank you for taking the time, for being here. I love you with all my heart, and if anyone needs prayers personally, you know how to find me. bemotivatedtm@gmail.com. I really am grateful for everyone who sends their emails, and you're short with them. You're giving me enough time to read them and respond, and I so appreciate you all. And so take care of you, and love you with my heart.